This is Mr. Paradise, Picking Paradise, doing a video today to help people with the beginner locks, belt locks. So usually everybody starts out with something like a 4-pin or 6-pin standard pin lock. This is a really easy one. I believe it's 4 pins. It's a 40 millimeter master lock. It's I think it's a 141, so we'll pick this. We'll actually pick this in hand. I don't pick too much in hand, but we'll pick it in hand. And then we'll pick some 140s. 140s have spools in them. Try to give you guys some tips on that. And then maybe next week or maybe later today, maybe I'll do some of the other ones over here. So I have like a step up, which is like a Brinks, not really a step up, but it does have spools. This Ace Hardware laminated lock has spools as well. These Master 530s have spools. They're a little bit different. They have different tensioning requirements. We've got a number 5 Master lock, and we've got some A buses, and then you can see my other practice locks. So we'll go through this. We'll go ahead and get this guy picked open and see if I can concentrate and get this one. I don't pick these lower level locks much, so hopefully we'll do it. So actually, I'm going to go back to where I started. This is my very first real lock other than a clear lock that I ever picked. We're not going to pick it today. It's a little jammed up. But this is my starter pick set that I got. It's a $20 Amazon thing. It has all kinds of picks and everything else. It came with a clear lock. I wouldn't recommend someone starting with that. I think that there's better options, but that's maybe a later video. So this, let's use that. Let's use one of these picks. I got like a number 5 hook, cheap one. See if we can get it with the beginner pick set here. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought, but we'll stick with that. We're only at like 3.5 minutes. Tools do make a difference, but they're not a requirement. And we'll get into this 140, and we'll try the Peterson, a little bit of a better one. That 140, this little standard pin thing, it's a little jammed up, a little bit older. I live in a saltwater climate, or a lot of salt water in the air because I'm by the ocean. So this one, I would say moderate tension, and it I need to tap those pins in place, and this thing is a little thick and it's a horrible pick, but anyway, we got that open. The 140, I like to use a little bit heavier than moderate tension. We got that click. Got that click. Back to the first pin. We got a little false set. And we lost that. I overset too. Back to 1. Got that false set. deeper false set. So there might be actually 2 spools in this thing. It was on 4. And open. So I know they contain at least 1 spool. They might contain more. This one definitely felt like it had 2. Use that moderate tension. I'm a straight SPP guy, so there are little tricks. You know, when you're first starting out, you'll find yourself kind of zipping around and pulling and pushing and being pretty hard and clumsy on it. But just keep in mind that you can go extremely heavy tension, and you can feel that there's going to be one binding pin in there, and it's going to be really hard. And then try to go really, really soft, and there's nothing going to bind. So you need to find the medium ground, and always pay attention to the tension pressure. It's 100 times more important than the pick pressure. Once you kind of get this tension pressure down, then you can very easily kind of find where these pins are going, and there that is, and you just find yourself around in there. And then don't pick the same lock over and over and over and over again, because it's just not good practice. It's going to create muscle memory. You're going to only be good at opening that lock, and that's it. That's why I have several practice locks. You know, you see my stack of LOTO, A-Bus, 7240s, 1100s, a mix on 1100. And these I just run through the whole stack. Usually I'll do like 10 or 12 in, you know, a 30-minute session or something, and move from there. But just feel around in there and see what you can feel. If you don't have more than 1 lock, or the means to get more than 1 lock, then just feel around in there and learn from the lock. Helpful Lock Picker has great videos on this. He's probably the best homeschool videos there are out there, so tune into his channel. Mine is a novice. I'm trying different angles. I'm just doing this just to share and try to contribute to the community. And if people like it, then awesome. If not, then oh well. But yeah, you know, you can just sit here and feel the pin just like this with no tension. Just kind of, okay, that's what that feels like. That's what that feels like. Another good tip is to purposely overset a pin. Find that pin that's really binding really hard. Push it. Feel that click. Once you know it, you know, it's a definite click. Oh, okay. And then push that same pin all the way up so you feel what an overset feels like. That way, if it happens, you immediately know, oh, I overset, and then you can back off tension and drop that 1 pin. If you do it easy enough, you'll only drop that 1 pin. You won't drop any of the other pins. So let's see if we can get another 140 real quick on camera in the vise. Vise definitely helps, not a requirement, but you know, it puts us in a really good position to get more feedback, and it isolates everything. So sorry about the shaking of the camera. Let's see here, get in this guy. And there, you've seen that kind of feather in there. And then right there's another one, so I'll pop that guy in there. I was a little too light on the pressure there. And a real nice deep fall set now, so that spool's either a really deep spool, and that's what's causing me to be in such a deep fall set. And there that one is, so I'm gonna feather it right back in, I hope. No, pin 1 dropped, and open. Yeah, these locks are pretty easy. I suggest starting out with real locks instead of the clear locks. It's just all around better. It gives you a good confidence boost. The cheap Chinese locks are really sloppy, but that actually makes them really challenging. This was one of my nemesis locks first starting. I fought for it, and then I actually got pretty decent at opening some locks, and then this thing still would catch me up, and now I know why. that bidding on that thing, the really high there, right? So I was probably not setting that guy, and then I was probably oversetting the back ones as well. There you go. That's a good shot of the bidding on that thing. We can pick this later on video. The video is getting kind of long. It's 10 minutes now. People don't usually have that big of a attention span. The key for that one, I don't have keys for the 140s. A good storage thing is keep your key in the lock and store it with the key. That way you always have that key and you don't have to search for them. All right, hope you guys enjoyed.